Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Looking forward to another game. A little bit under the weather, unfortunately. Guy at work was sick, came into work, and less just over 24 hours later, I get it. So sore throat, um, sore eyes. That's probably the other thing as well. So just those two, which is very annoying. When I've got an assignment due on Monday, I've got to try and finish. And I just got no passion to finish it, so I can't be bothered with it. But looking forward to this game. We have got Carlton and Sydney, and as you can see, I'm wearing my Crows hoodie because we should be there. We should be in the final. We should be playing right tonight. We should be playing. I shouldn't be doing a watch along because I'd be either going the game watching it with my mum. But unfortunately, they're not there. It's Sydney, so I'll be going for Carlton tonight. Hopefully, Carlton can get the job done. Sorry, to any Sydney fans out there. Sneeko, hope you feel better soon, Buzz. Thanks, mate. It's very annoying. I knew as soon as that guy said he was sick, I guarantee you I'm going to get sick, man. Look what happened. I always get sick from someone at my work. It's always someone that gives it to me at work. I never get sick just going out and about or anything like that. It's always at work. It does my head in. Jason, very happy with the Randall to Kelly move. Yeah, you'd be very happy with that. Neve Kelly went pretty well so with a 73, so very happy with that. I had a good start with AFLW fantasy this week. I had Marinoff VC, but I've got a red dot, which is good, so I'm going to take her captain. And Sheeran had a good second half. She was only on 15 points at halftime. She ended up on a 59. So to have a 44-point second half is pretty good. And to get to a 59 isn't too bad, considering how poorly she was in the first half. She gave away 4 free kicks as well. So if it wasn't for those, could have been a 70 or 80. So very happy. And then GameDay Squad, very happy as well. I had Bedell only got about probably a 50 in GameDay Squad. She got a 40 point game, which isn't great. But I had Silver Marinoff in there, which is great. Obviously went huge. And then I had Golden Eve Kelly. So I'm very happy with my GameDay Squad women's fantasy. So that was good. She'll get up. I'll pull up my GameDay Squad team for people to see. This is that's the AFLW. So I was trying to get up the finals for today. Obviously, it wasn't great having she doesn't come up. Doesn't actually come up saying what the scores are, but I had Brayshaw, who unfortunately got injured last night. Obviously concussed early. Had Viney, who didn't do too great either, and then Oliver, who went pretty well. So who we got tonight? We got Golden, Silver there. Got Chera, Rampy, Sard, Lloyd, Doherty, and Newman. So we've got a few tonight. So hopefully we can claw back a bit of dignity after pretty poor game last night. And then just going to try. I'll just get up my Draft Stars team for tonight. We'll get that up and I'll show you guys who I'm rocking with. So share screen. I've got to share a different one. Let's have a look. So this is the Draft Stars side that I'm rocking with tonight. Go my contest share here. So we'll have a look at it here. Upcoming. We'll go. Here we go. So this is the current side I'm rocking with tonight. When it loads. Here we go. So we got Martin and Cunningham in the forward line. Then we got Chera, Cottrell, Rowbottom, Goulden, Sard, Rampy, and Hickey. So I just think Rowbottom suited to the wet weather. Chera, I just got a feeling Chera's going to have a good game tonight. Martin and Cunningham don't rely on it being dry weather, and they can both tackle. So that's hope there. Cottrell is just a cheap midfielder there. Obviously, Goulden's the best player on the slate. Sard, I think, can have a good game. No Ryan Clark to tag him, so I think he'll get used quite a bit. Rampy, good value, and then Tom Hickey, who I think is just the pick of the ruck. So that's the lineup. Hopefully, we can go okay and get a little bit more profit. Last night, we went pretty well. We ended up coming, was it 335th or something? Got $35. So made $20 profit last night, which is good. So hopefully we make some more profit again. If we don't, we're still essentially $5 better off. So we'll go back to the scoreboard part. I don't know why it keeps doing it like that setting. Should be this setting. Corey, do I take the VC off Marinoff and get a rookie loop? You could be a play. Obviously, I did that. I brought a red dot in last week, and especially having no Bowers, it does help my team out a lot having a VC loop. But if you can, I would take it. But if you got Bowers, Corey, I would just captain Bowers still. It just depends. You could get a red dot ruck. That could be a play. Murphy from Brisbane's the one I went for. They play a few later games, and I don't see her playing. So that's the way I would go. So it just depends. It's a 50-50 because a 130, you wouldn't be thinking about it. And she had a 129, she got a tackle taken away after. But yeah, so we are live on Twitch tonight as well. I'm trying out just going live on Twitch again for the watch along. See how many people get on Twitch. So if you are watching on Twitch, say g'day. Obviously, if you're on YouTube as well, thanks always for tuning in. And then make sure that you'll subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See, we got one person on Twitch that is watching. So, but if you haven't followed me on Twitch, make sure you go follow me on Twitch. I'll try and maybe get a bit more active on there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as always. And if you are enjoying the watch longs here for the finals, make sure you leave the video a like because it does help out the channel as well. So, as always, very much appreciated. Let's just trying something out here. Give me a sec. Right, we're nearly ready. So the winner of this game will face Melbourne in the semi-final next week. So looking forward to seeing who gets the job done tonight. Who are you guys tipping? Let me know in the comments. Who are you guys tipping by? When you put a margin if you want, and let me know. It's going to work. No, I don't reckon it's going to let me do it, unfortunately. Alrighty. Here we go. So Corey, I've Bowers, but was looking at Davey in for Smith. Nanscorn out for Anthony and Horter Poppy Bolts before this 129 as my backup was Garner or Swanson and trying to keep heads. Carlton by 21, Corey. Yep. And Sneaker says Carlton as well. Yeah, I think Carlton win. I got Carlton by, I'll go 10 points. Yeah, I traded heads, unfortunately, Corey. I didn't want to trade her. I think she was pretty good last week for 51, and I do want to keep her, but I need 50K from somewhere, and going heads down the Lister gives me that money. So that's the move I've done, but I'm not sold on it. I could still go Aaron Horde down if I really wanted to. That's an option, but Lister's going to make cash. So, and if heads goes well, I can always look at bringing her in next week and do some moves. So here we go. We're about to get underway for the first elimination final between Carlton and Sydney. Hopefully, Carlton can get the job done. Papley CBA again. I don't understand why Papley plays so many CBAs. He's not a midfielder. I've never understood it. But anyway, here we go. So Mills on Cripps, which is not a shock. Cunningham takes the first mark there. Be interesting to see how this game goes, because it's obviously been wet in Melbourne today. They're expecting rain throughout the game, I think, as well. Oh, bang! Don't know who just kicked it then, but couldn't tell who kicked it. No, it was Lloyd that went bang with Marchbank there. Trying to work something, but I don't know exactly if it's going to work or not. There we go. I missed that. Was that Doherty kicked the first goal? Of course, I was looking at my camera at my computer. I reckon Doc kicked the goal. Looks like it. So Doherty with the first goal of the final. Didn't expect Doc to be kicking the goal there, but there you go. Oh no, no. I think that's worked. So I think I'll put a QR code on the screen, because I know some people send in super chats, which is obviously amazing when people do that. I very much appreciate it. I put the code up on, there's like a QR code there. Can I move it? It's going to be annoying if I can't. And Kerno's kicked the goal. So 2 quick goals for Carlton. No, I don't reckon I can move this, unfortunately. No, that's not what I want. If I do that instead, that might work better. Doing this, so there's like a QR code on the top. I don't know if it's going to work. I've linked my PayPal to that. If anyone wants to help out the channel extra and get extra links and donate there instead of doing a super chat, because I know super chats when people send them through, I don't think I get all of it. I think it's half of it goes to YouTube, which but yeah, but if you want to do that, it's up there in the top left corner anyway. So feel free if you want to, but it's not a requirement. As long as you subscribe, that's the main thing I'd request. If you can do that, that'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you leave a like on the video. There's Sard. Is that the first time Sard's touched it? No, he's on 8. Okay, no, he's doing okay. But yeah, do you guys prefer it like this? Do you guys prefer my head on the left and the scores on the right? Would you prefer it the other way? I'd be interested to know what you guys would rather. I just didn't see the kick in. There was Florent. There's Cottrell there. And then McCartan takes the intercept mark there. Is that good old? Is that Warwick Kappa? Yeah, Warwick Kappa in the crowd there. I love it. Gordon has. You could just see Gordon's got the thirst for it, doesn't he? He's yelling at people to pass in the ball. It's great. I love it. Newman there. Chera. Melican. Oh, it's a high free kick against Marchbank there. It's going to McInerney. Hoping to get a few more people sticking around. It's funny. Last night, there was a lot of people that sort of came across the stream, which was it went a lot better than sort of what past streams had gone and done. Hopefully, we get a lot of new people sticking around as well. Be good if you are new to the channel. Please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, or you can just click the sub button, or make sure and leave a like on the video if you're enjoying it. If you are new around here, I'd be interested to see how many sort of new people we get floating through here tonight. Because hang on, I forgot to actually. Forgot to say as well at the start of the stream that this stream is that Cottrell again? Yep. This stream is partnered by GameDay Squad. So obviously Legends there partnering all the streams for the finals, which is fantastic. And yeah, looking forward to doing them for all the finals. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. Cottrell getting really busy early. I wasn't sure I was going to do it with me being a bit under the weather today, but I'm all good for it. So we're all fine. There you go. Just tweeting out now. There we go. All right, I'm just tweeting out now. But I'm live. I did sort of do a little one, but I'm doing a proper tweet now. Metering punch that out there. I'll just post here and then we are all good to go. Was that a high free kick? No, not play on. Wasn't sure if Pappy would get a high free kick there and McDonald, and that will be out on the full. And we have posted now, so we are all set, ready to go. We were already set, ready to go. Just make sure I post it there. So Saab with a free kick. So seems like my players are doing all right. So AJU Chewy, what time do the Swans start playing? It's already started, mate. We're already 10 minutes into the first quarter. So it's been a good start by Carlton, up 2 goals to nothing. Sorry, 2 goals, 1-13 to no score. So yeah, what happened there? Someone was it Blakey got hit a bit hard there? What happened? Oh, it was Martin. Oh, okay, well, it's a bit high actually. I didn't even think he got a free kick for that. A bit stiff. Row bottom there. So how are we going with points wise? So we got Cottrell. We got Sard, we got Chera. So we got a few with some good players. We also got some quiet players as well from the game. Let's have a look how we're going. Actually, let's have a look on. Yeah, we're 1,500 at the moment, just outside top 1,500, and I think it's top 1,500 get money back. So far it's just Rowbottom, Goulden, surprisingly, and Goulden just at the mark there. So doesn't actually matter. So we're going okay. So, all right. Actually, let me have a quick look. Actually, if what the prize bits is like where you've got to come for the Draft Stars contest to get money back. And Goulden's kicked it. Yeah, I love Goulden. He's so good. So tonight's the top 14 and 67 teams. So just outside at the moment, but hopefully we finish up there. So you know this roll that I made as well. Very, very good player. He would be one of the players that the Crows don't have as a Crows supporter that I would love to get. Like if someone asked me, who would you go and get out of that's not the like at your club, so being the Crows, Gordon would definitely be in the top 5. Corey, well, for me, it's Nanscorn out or heads, but unsure if I go Charlie Rowbottom, Bree Davey, or Riddell this week. I have options. Well, for me, yeah, it was between Nanscorn and heads as well. I just thought going heads to Lister, they'll score similar. If not, Lister's going to make more cash. And I think Nanscorn's going to be good, sort of either bench cover / making cash on the bench. So that's why I went the other way and decided that I'll keep Nanscorn and trade out heads instead. But then again, I could backflip and I could keep heads and I could end up trading out Nanscorn instead. But I think it's going to stick with heads out. So Doherty free kick. Doherty started pretty well. He's kicked that to Walsh, I think. Rampy Mills, yep, gets a kick away just in time. I'll tell you what, Kemp's been pretty good for Carlton since he's come into the side and he's been able to stay in. Oh, free kick. Sneeko, defenders are all similar anyway. What do you mean by defenders all similar, Sneeko, there? Do you mean about like bringing in to your club or the current intercept mark there? So where are we currently at draft stars at the moment? Oh, draft stars are actually top 800, also top 900 now, up to 827. So going all right, which is good. Gordon getting the nice kick there. Yeah, good, not bad start. But see, now we're out. So now I'm actually out to. Did someone kick? So someone just kicked a goal that a lot of people have got or something? Because I've just gone out to 2024. Frank was. I was like top 1,000, then I just dropped the 1,000 spots. So I don't know what exactly happened, but I've dropped spots for some reason. So Oh, okay, Sneaker. That's what I mean for AFLW fantasy. Head's not outscoring listed by 10 plus points, so I prefer her out. Yeah, that's actually a good shout as well. So I don't see heads going like 90 or 100 anyway. And it is at North Sydney Oval again, so I don't expect her to go big. Whereas Lister can make some more cash. You never know; they might be close in price. It's when I can always go back if she goes well. Ella heads, and also there's Gab Pound as well for Carlton who's back. So I might even look at her next week. We'll have to see. Sydney's starting to come a little bit more into this game after a bit of a slow start. Gordon getting it here. Always dangerous when he's got ball in hand. He finds Mills. I don't know if he's got the journey from 50. Be interesting to see if Mills. I don't know if Mills got. Has he got the journey from here? Yeah, yeah, got the journey comfortably. Just missed it. Just pulled it a little bit to the, pushed it a little bit to the right. So had a good leg on him there, Mills. I didn't think he'd get the journey there, but yeah, Sydney definitely starting to get more into the game. Jack Martin, good. Got him my draft star side. So to Newman. Newman's probably the one for my draft star side. Probably don't want to go too big because I don't have him. I think a few people would have paid up for him. I thought I'd go a bit heavier in the midfield and get the guys who can attack a little bit more. So Marty taking them out there. Was there a free kick? Yeah, free kick to McGovern there. Punch out of Mackay's hand, so it'll be a ball in. So we haven't got too many people watching at the moment. Disappointing a little bit. I was hoping a few more people would tune in. But if you are sticking around, make sure you do leave a like on the video. If you are enjoying, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on our way to 1,300 subscribers. We're only 13 away. So make sure you do subscribe and do stick around. Do stick around. It's good when there's a few more numbers. In the chat, and we got a bit. It's always because the thing that keeps the watchalong going is when there's like chat going and there's like heaps of things to talk about. When it's just me talking to a camera, watching a game, it's not the most interesting thing. When there's people in the chat sort of talking, it certainly gets the everything flowing quite nicely. So if you are watching, put stuff in the chat and really about anything. It can be about anything, to be honest. It could be about the game, it could be about AFL fantasy, AFLW fantasy, anything. Draft stars, GameDay Squad, anything. So here he is, String Bean. Here he is. It's Bales. String Bean, mate. Hope you're doing well. Well, they could have been holding the ball against Hewitt then. He didn't get a disposal away. Let's have a look. How are we going at draft stars? Where are we ranked? Okay, so 1892. So not amazing. I see Jesse Way there as well, who was top at fantasy early in the season as well. So he's currently third for the contest. So let's say so. Really, for me, it's Hickey, Rampy, and Rowbottom and Cunningham are costing me at the moment. They're the only ones that haven't scored over 10 points yet, which is a little bit annoying so far. Hopefully, they get motoring on. Rampy, I thought was good value. I thought Hickey was the best of the rucks. I thought Rowbottom in the wet would have worked really well with tackling, and then Cunningham cheap forward as well. I thought he was a good pick there. Angus Heasy, did you enjoy the Crows win this evening? Yes, I did, mate. Yeah, very, very happy with that. Got to watch that before the game tonight. So good to see the Crows girls win. So that's now 2 from 2. Hopefully they can keep going. They've got a pretty good next couple of games as well. So hopefully they can continue winning them. String Bean, fine. I'll give you something to chat about. Do I bring a red dot onto the field to keep Marinos VC score? Yes, this is it's a few people ask this now. Actually, it's a really tricky one. If it was 130 plus, I'd probably say yes. 125 is probably yes as well, but it probably comes down to if you've got Bowers, I'd just captain her. I wouldn't bring in a red dot, but I also wouldn't be opposed to if you don't have Bowers. I think it is a good move to bring a red dot in because you can then VC moving forward. Mackay goal. Is it? No, he missed it. He hit the post. How did he manage that? I don't know how he managed to hit the post on the run. How? How did you miss from the goals? Oh my days! Seriously, um, you've got Bowers, String Bean. I probably wouldn't get the red dot personally. I'd probably just captain Bowers. I just think if you got Bowers, it's probably a bit risky to go and get a red dot, miss out on some cash gen. But if you want to take it, I'm definitely not opposed to it. I didn't have Bowers, so I already had a red dot anyway, so it's a bit easier for me to make the call. But yeah, it's a tricky one. Blakey's been on the bench for over 10 minutes, so don't know what's going on there. So annoying that like being a little bit sick is that my throat is the thing that's annoying me. It's just like sore and it sucks, which is very annoying. Don't know why Rowbottom's so far up the ground playing a bit more forward. And yeah, it's like no, when you get a sore throat, you can't just have something to get rid of it instantly. It lingers for a few days, which is annoying. And I always seem to get sick around when a UFC pay per view's on when I go with my mate to watch UFC, which is annoying because I always like going, but of course I'm unwell now, so but I'll be going anyway. I'll be right by Sunday, but it's just going to be annoying next couple of days. Corey Blackledge, I'm unsure the 125 is enough, but my backup is Garner. I think I'd in your if you don't have Bowers, I think I would probably look at a red dot, especially if you get rid of a player that's not making a lot of cash and you can just get in someone to get you the red dot. I always prefer getting a ruck in. It's just so much easier. It's same with Ben's fantasy. It's same with AFLW fantasy. It's just getting a rookie red dot ruck to put on your bench to loot throughout the season. It's just the easier way, and that's how I'd go about. If you're going to get a red dot, it would be for me. It would be a ruck. I'd be getting a ruck. Wow, so actually now it's a 3,550 in this contest tonight, which is really bad. Cunningham, Hickey, and Rampy still, and even Rowbottom still. Like Martin doing his thing. Cottrell, Goulden, good. Sard, good. Chera is solid as well. It's just these other guys that are really letting us down at the moment, which is very annoying at this stage. I thought I would have started a bit better, but then again, we didn't start too well last night, and we came back and we ended up finishing top 500 in Draft Stars. So hopefully, you can do the same thing again. Chera, good mark. So Chera doing things like getting marks and stuff. It's obviously going to help. Actually, how many people selected Chera tonight? Actually, 39%, bit higher than what I thought. Sard's the unique one, only 9%. So if Sard goes big, that's exactly what we want. Chera, another intercept mark. So he's butchered it though. Not a great kick. Puts Marchbank under a lot of pressure. That's Newman there as well. So Newman top scoring for the game. I think he's on 39 points. If it hasn't added it already, which is annoying because I looked at him. I was really going to put Nick Newman in my side tonight, but I just thought a bit expensive. I had a better all round squad not having him in there. But he was the one player that I knew could go big if I didn't have him. So he started well. Top scoring for the game, 39. Yeah, wow. Chera's going really well as well, which is good. Is that Cunningham that just took the mark there? I can't tell if the guy with the blue boots is him. There's Sard. Good. So it's funny. Most of my players are going okay tonight. It's just a few of them are letting me down, but the unique ones I picked are going well, which is good. So because no, Kerno being held. Cottrell, and Cottrell's kicked the goal, so they get their third Cottrell goal. So that'll be up to 2-8-8-1. So yeah, Martin 14, Cunningham 6, Chera 33, Cottrell 32, Goulden 21, Rowbottom 9, Sard 23, Rampy 9, Hickey 5. So yeah, it's Hickey, Rampy, and Rowbottom really cost me, and also Cunningham there as well. They're the four. Everyone else is going okay, and Hickey just got a hit out taken away. So well, actually just went out inside top 2,500 again. So we just need a few players to lift. So like, for example, we could have gone to Koning. He's on 29. Where's Pitney? Is Pitney? He's not even on the screen, so he's not obviously doing too well. Amadi 16. I looked at Amadi. He was the cheapest one. I looked at going Amadi tonight instead, but opted to go Hickey with the better role in the midfield, as a ruck. Well, it's funny that the players costing me so far in drafts are all Sydney players. Oh no, sorry, Cunningham as well. Cunningham and then the Sydney players. I honestly would have thought Rowbottom's the one that's probably the most disappointing out of all of them, because Rampy, Hickey, and Cunningham, you're like, well, they're just value. You pick him for there, but Rowbottom's the one that I thought final going to get a lot of tackles in a bit of sort of a. It's been a dry game so far, but the ground would still be a bit wet. I thought would have suited a guy like Rowbottom, but hadn't started very well. On 9 points. Only 11 seconds to go, so it's going to be pretty much quarter time done, and he's going to be doing pretty bad. So that'll be a free kick to Warner there. Has to be. Yep. Silly free kick to give away by Hewitt then, with only like a couple of seconds on the clock. I don't know what Hewitt was thinking there. It was always going to get him high. Bit silly. Evac, April, hey man, what's up? How you doing, mate? Hope you're all right. See you tuning in on Twitch as well. So thanks for tuning in, mate. Haven't done a stream where I've had Twitch and YouTube going at the same time, but thought I'd give it a go tonight. So thanks, mate. By the way, I was lurking around and came across your stream. Maybe I can help you out with your Twitch custom graphics even more. Oh, mate, let me know. Let me know. Maybe give me a DM or something on Twitter at Bell's DT, mate, and might be able to work something out. But yeah, quarter time. Nick Newman top scoring with 39, Chera 35, Cottrell 32, Doherty 31, Heaney and Warner 28 each, Papley 26, Marchbank 26, and Walsh 25. They're the main scorers. Draft stars, yeah, we're not a very good start. We're ranked 3,244. We are 80 points off the pace, which is a fair portion. Hickey, Rampy, Rowbottom, and Cunningham are the ones really costing us at the moment, which is unfortunate. But yeah, hopefully they can pick up the pace anyway. And how are we going to GameDay Squad, actually? Let me have a look. So Newman, obviously, in the side's really, really handy. Doherty's going pretty well as well. Where's Lloyd? Where's Lloyd, actually? 17. Not awful, but not amazing. Rampy's obviously not doing very good at all. Chair obviously going very well. And then Goulden going pretty well. So in terms of GameDay Squad, we're actually going okay. It's just Rampy the one that's cost us, then Brayshaw from last night. Yvette, what's your Discord? I can send you my portfolio there. I don't have a Discord, so probably Twitter DM is probably easier. I'm at Bales DT. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me. I don't really use Discord or anything like that. I only use it for I'm in a few like sort of groups and stuff, but not for like myself or anything like that. I could make a Discord actually for the channel and stuff, but that probably comes when I've probably got a bit more of a following. Just requires a little bit extra effort just to make another platform, but you never know. Mark Lancaster, Travis First. Who's Travis? I don't know. Travis First is there something to do with Travis? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what you mean by that mark there. Travis First. Give a bit more context. I might be able to work out what Travis is, but all right. So it'd be good if your GameDay Squad had live rankings where you could see where you are for the round as the round goes on. So it's a good goal from Doherty, that one. Kicked the first. Pretty good to see Doherty kicking the first goal. Obviously, everyone loves Doc, so. Any updates? Am I still 3271? That's really bad. I'm actually really annoyed that we're doing so bad tonight. It's just the fact that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of my picks have been good. Jack Martin's okay, but it's just Cunningham, Rowbottom, Rampy, and Hickey that are really costing me. Which is weird because Rampy and Hickey and Cunningham are selected by a fair few people. Like Hickey 54%, Cunningham 40%, and I've got a few uniques there, but I don't sort of understand how I'm so far down. Like Sard's doing pretty well as a bit of a unique pick. Goulden isn't owned by too many people. He's doing okay. Cottrell's doing well. He's pretty unique. Cher's doing okay. He's not as unique. But yeah, hopefully we can go better in the second quarter anyway. Yeah, so I don't know what Travis. I don't know what the Travis is marked there, but yeah. Yeah, anyone just leave anything in the chat because I'm running out of things to say, and we've got a 2.5 hour game to run through. So if anyone wants to start up a chat, let me know. Let's get the chat flowing. Because even the games throughout the season, there's a bit more chat going through. I guess because there's a lot more fantasy related chat. But if you guys are in the chat and you're watching live, put in the chat. I don't know, just say something. Say what you want. So, Corey, Lister or Scanlon, who's better? Pick for heads down this week from our third try. I'm going Lister. So I think Lister's probably the best one to pick there. That's who I'd go out of the two. She's got a better role as well. Second quarter about to get underway, and we're underway. So can Hickey actually do anything? And can Robottom do anything? They're the two ones. Same with Rampy as well. There's Robottom. Early kick. So good. Need more of that, Robottom, mate. That'd be a tackle for Sard then. Cunningham. Good. Gets a handball. So a few of the players that I wanted to lift have got a couple of early touches, which is nice to see. Is that Chera in the midfield? Good kick towards De Koning. There's Owies. Doc for his second. No, missed it. Sneeko, Scanlon or Bolts? If you can afford Scanlon, I'd go Scanlon and pay up. But if you need the extra 100 odd K, actually, what's the difference? Is it about 100K, the difference? If you need the extra cash, I'd pay for Scanlon. But if you need the extra cash, you can get Bolts, but I'd prefer to get Scanlon if you can afford to get Scanlon. Is that Sard? Yep, good. Sard's had a good start to the quarter. Is that Cottrell? Yeah, I think it's Cottrell. Sard's free. And they go to Sard, good. And he goes to Cottrell, I think. No, Marchbank, not Cottrell. Oh, he's Carlton have been able to move the ball down pretty well here. Hitting a few targets. Goes short and hits Cunningham. Good. All right. So we're getting a few of our players involved, which is nice to see. We are... Really? I've moved down 100 spots. That I don't understand because Sard's going nuts. He's on 39. He's one of the highest scorers in the game. I don't quite get how. Okay, I moved up 400 spots, so now I'm up to 2,600 now. So Rampy must have taken the kick in. It's about to happen. So I reckon my stream is a little bit behind. I know. Blakey just gave it to Rampy, but at least our players are starting to get involved now. We're starting to move up on the leaderboard, which is good. Hopefully that continues. Oh, Wicks with the brush off there. That was very nicely done. Rampy again. Oh, good mark by Marchbank there, going back with the flight. Yeah, so draft stars we're going okay. We're starting to rise up in the rankings again, which is good. I'm still 2,600, which I can't really fathom. I've only got one player under 10 points now. Maybe am I missing players that are going big that a lot of people have got? Is that the problem? Like Marchbank wouldn't be heavily owned. Like Newman and Doc, mate, are probably the two. Probably they're the two that are probably costing me a bit at the moment. But yeah, I know it. Like that's the thing. I don't do draft stars during the year. I sort of don't fight anywhere as enjoyable as normal fantasy, but I just do it during the finals just to add a little bit of extra spice to it. Blakey free kick looks like. Who do you go? Is that Campbell? Heaney. Good grab. Oh, he's at the back. And don't give it up. Oh, he luckily kicked it. Did he kick it? I think he did. Very, very lucky if he did. He tried to handball it off, but it just ran into the open goal. That was very silly. Shouldn't have done that. I think he's kicked it. I honestly don't know. If he's missed that from there, that's shocking. No, it's a goal. Yeah, it's hit the umpire's leg, I think. So I imagine that will be a goal. Actually, I think I did. Actually, did I? I think I'd. I was in a multi actually to score a goal. So that actually ticks that off. Yeah, I had Mackay anytime goal scorer, and then always anytime goal scorer, which both of them ticked off. I think I'd also had Chera and Walsh for 90 plus points, Roy Bottom for 70, which he needs to get a wriggle on. He's on 12 at the moment. Hewitt for 20 plus touches, Cripps for 80 fantasy points, Mills for 80, Hewitt for 80, Doherty for 90, Goulden for 100, and then Roy Bottom for 15 touches. So hopefully, still got plenty of time to get it going, but I wonder what. So we keep getting a few people coming in and out, but we're sort of still at a pretty low number in terms of people tuning in. I thought, I'd like to think a few people. Sorry, don't worry about it. That's the sickness in me talking, frustration. Down at the back, Cottrell, he missed it. Corey, which teams play late for AFLW from Luke Ruckman? I picked Murphy. She's probably from Brisbane. She's probably the one that's most likely to not play. But she also plays a few games late in the next few rounds as well. So I found that she was the best one that I found. But if you find a better one, then obviously you can go her instead. Chin caught a free kick. So Kerno, good mark. Very good mark by Kerno there. Nah, that's pretty selfish, Kerno. I find that he does that a little bit too often. Kerno, that's the one thing he's probably got to fix, is that there's too many times where he goes from 50 and just turns and wheels and tries to have a shot without looking for any options, which is not what you want. I know he's the key forward. He's the marquee forward that you want kicking your goals, but there are times where he's got to look up and try and look for one. Maybe he does it more often than not. I don't watch Carlton Heat, but it just seems when I watch, he doesn't seem to pass as much as probably what I would like to think he does. But he's still one of the best players in the comp, regardless. This game seems to be going really slow, actually. It's still 14 minutes to go in the second quarter. It feels like the game's it should be near half time. Goulden tackle. Where are we at draft stars? Let's have a quick check. Where are we? How am I? I'm 4,000 now. Yeah, well, I think I can kiss getting anything back tonight. We seem like we're in a real struggle to actually do anything, which is a shame. I thought I had a good lineup tonight. I was feeling quietly pretty good about it. I guess now. So Jack Martin's actually now starting to be a little bit of an issue for my side. He's hadn't scored many points. And Cottrell, no, couldn't quite take the mark then. Oh, Hayward, slipped over. Not a good spot to slip. Oh, Cottrell brushes him off. He's missed it. Has he? No, he's kicked it. From the camera, I thought he missed it. Cottrell. So Cottrell's kicked his second goal. So I think he's top scoring for the game now, actually. Well, he's equal with Sard there. I know that. So now it's Hickey, Rampy, Rowbottom, Cunningham, and Martin. So there's a few now. There's actually multiple players in my side that aren't doing what I need to. So I've got the two high scoring players on the field being the current players. Also got Chera, who's doing quite well there as well. And then on the other side, it's just not any of the Sydney players. Goulden's doing pretty well as well. So hopefully the other players I don't have can start lifting. What do we got here? Corey. Well, yesterday's game started at 7:20, so it feels slower today. Oh yeah. So it's because it started half an hour earlier. So that is one thing. But no, it just feels that this game has gone genuinely like a lot slower. Mitch Finn. Hey Bales, just finished listening to Lockout Live Chat. Is Bree David must get this week if I don't I'm feeling Jean Anscorn. I don't think she's a must. She's a very, very good option. She's cheap. I think she's a couple $100K cheaper than most of the mids that would be probably performing at the level that she does. So I'd really like her as an option. I think she's a good buy, but it's not like a break your team to get her per se, because we could be saying that about Bowers potentially after this week, knowing how well she scores. So yeah, I don't think it's a must, but it's she's a very good option. I brought her in this week. I went Tyana Smith up to her to bring her in. And Rowbottom's coming. Of course he is. What an awful pick in my draft side. Bloody Rowbottom. Hey, she's on 20 now, to be fair. But then again, still 20 points is not good for a guy that I could have got. Oh, but then again, Mills on 23. And there's a lot of Sydney players haven't actually scored well. Carlton obviously dominating majority of the game. It's just Carlton had a lot more of the ball, and Sydney just not really getting much of it. They're not sort of keeping much sort of possession change, really. Campbell brushing off pretty Cripps there. Where are we up to? Where are we at now in the draft size? We're up another 500 spots. We're up to 32, 25, 13 actually. So we're up a fair bit actually. hopefully keep rising. What are we behind? We're still about 80 odd points behind the top teams, which is it's Hickey's on 8 points. What an awful pick he was. I had a Marty in my side as well originally. Rampy's only at 15. Roy Bottom on 23 is okay. He's starting to get going. Then the forwards are okay. I don't expect too many of the forwards to go high scoring. So it's really Hickey now. Hickey and Rampy are the two the ones costing my side now. Hopefully they get a bit of a wriggle on in the second half here. Doherty intercepting there, giving it to Cunningham, who's getting a bit more involved. And then Melican intercepting there. Is that Rampy there? Yeah, Rampy there. Well, it's a free kick against Heaney. Going to McGovern. Mitchie, I've kind of got to break my team by training Charlotte Thomas, Kate Hora, Bowers, and I like all of them. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be jumping off too many of those. I went Kate Hora to Ella Roberts. That gave me the 100 odd K I needed to do for the moves I wanted to do. I did consider going down to Darcy Maloney instead of Ella Roberts, which would then mean I wouldn't have to trade Ella Heads. But I sort of feel Ella Roberts and Lister are going to score more than Maloney and Ella Heads. But it's a close call. It's going to be a tough one that I've got to make for my side. Mitch Finn, as a Swans man, I'd actually probably rather they didn't limp into finals looking at this performance. Mate, all I'm going to say is Sydney haven't been too good tonight so far. And that's the reason I'm wearing my Crows jumper, because if it wasn't for that bloody umpiring blunder in that game, Crows would be playing Carlton in this game here. And I wonder what it would have been like. I wonder if the Crows, being a young side playing a team at the MCG, might have got overawed, or if they would have actually gone okay. Obviously, we'll never know. Hopefully next year we find out how they'll go. But yeah, there's Goon. Goon's been a little bit quiet in terms of his normal standards. He's up to 39 now, but normally so used to seeing him getting just so much of the ball. Be nice if Hickey actually decided he wanted to sharp as well. Not even on the screen for scoring. So like McLean's on 35. Could have gone McLean instead. DeConing's on 22. Pitney's not much better. So it was where's it Marty? Marty 22. So McLean was the ruck to pick tonight. I don't even know if I could have afforded him though, to be honest. I think he was too expensive. Rampy's starting to get involved now, which is good. Starting to get a little bit more of the ball. I think he's up to 26 now. So really now it's just Hickey. Hickey's the only one that's costing me. So it'd be nice if he took a mark and kicked a goal or something. That'd be ideal. And Walsh is now top scoring actually there on 52. Corey Blackledge. Sydney should have had 2 losses against the Crows and North if they didn't have the interchange infringement. That could have been a draw. Oh, that's right. That was the other one. That was the other one that Sydney got. Was that bloody interchange infringement? I completely forgot about that. So what's Brandon Campbell on? Brandon Campbell 41, not doing too bad. If he switches, he's got Gordon completely free on the other side. They've actually had the switch on there and they decided against it. Rowbottom, nice kick to Papley. And then Cottrell's had a very good game. Very, very good game. He's been everywhere. He's intercepting. kicking goals, working up and down like a winger typically does. But he's going very, very well. And Hewitt sneaking forward. Corey, for Davey, I got rid of Bowers to Swanson last week to get the cash available. Yeah, I did the same as well. I end up getting. I was sort of wondering how the hell am I going to get Davey this week. I was thinking, well, do I just go haul all the way down to a rookie? But then when Bowers was laid out, I thought, well, that's a good reason to go down to Swanson, have a captain, and then I'll be able to have the cash there to go tie Smith up. Just need to find a little bit of cash elsewhere. The only thing I was disappointed with was I did actually have, I had Ella Roberts as a pick over Hoare, and I had a lot of cash to the bank, and a few people were saying you got to use that cash. I probably should have just had Ella Roberts there instead of getting Kate Hoare in. But yeah, and that's a free kick against McLean high on Jack Martin. Okay, good. Jack Martin lining up for goal. This could potentially put him up to 30 points. Be very handy if he kicks the goal here. And he does. Yep, so he's up to 30 points, is good. So that's good for my side, having Jack Martin there kicking a goal. So what are we up to now? Well, we're inside the top 2,000 now. So it's good. Moving up a bit more. So yeah, Martin doing well. Cunningham's still a bit quiet. Cottrell good. Chera a little bit quieter in this quarter, but still been okay. Still 5 minutes to go. Goulden's been better this quarter. Rowbottom's starting to get busy. Sard obviously going well. Rampy's gotten a bit busy this quarter. It's just a Hickey. Hickey's the one now that's really costing me, because if I'd McLean, we'd be going very, very well. Like if I look at the guy on top, the guy on top's got Pitno in the ruck, and he's only 16 points better. So, so the main difference with the guy first, he didn't have Goulden. There's Hickey getting, hey, he got a handball. Hickey's out there. There you go. Need a lot more of that from Hickey. Mitch, a few more academy picks. Kohler and goal line prone decision will be back to challenging for a premiership. Yeah. As long as it's not this year, mate, I've still got that bitterness for being a Crows fan. It's not. I know it's not Sydney's fault, so I'm not angry at Sydney per se. I'm angry at the way it all went down. But Corey Badge, a lot of teams high in the rankings so far after one game of AFLW are mostly Adelaide teams who've won or a couple of different picks. Are you saying that that have picked mostly Crows players? Because yeah, I fell down a fair bit, but again, a lot of people would have had Marinoff straight captain tonight. I had a VC, so I'll get her 125 points kick in tomorrow when Brisbane play. And I had Sheeran, who 59 I'm not too unhappy with either. Don't know what happened here. I think Mills getting a free kick. I don't quite get why the umpire was yelling at Goulden to get out when Goulden's allowed to be in that zone if he wants a handball. Didn't get that. She got scaled up, Sheeran from 55. Yeah, Cora, I like how you always use the terminology, the Supercoach terminology, scaled up. For Fantasy, we normally say post like late update or something like that. It's quite funny with the because I know it's the Supercoach term, the scaling and whatever. But yeah, Sheeran gained 4 points, but Marinoff lost 4 points, which sucks. It would have been good to have seen her keep. I don't know what tackle they would have taken away from her, because I felt like Marinoff had like 20 tackles tonight, and then for her to get 14, I thought I sometimes don't get the champion data with some of the tackles that they don't adjudicate and then they do adjudicate. Like it's sort of you could touch someone on the arm, they turn it over. That should be a hickey mark then. Should have been paid a mark. He got knocked out of his arms once he had the ball. And McLean again dominating. So McLean up to 47. He was definitely the pick of the rucks to go for. Hayward missed it. So we've got 3 minutes to go in this quarter. I felt like it was like 10 minutes ago. I looked up and there's 5 minutes left. Feels like it's going really slow, this game tonight. Walsh turns it over. Lloyd in board 2. Is that Rampy? No. All the Sydney players chipping around and it's not Rampy. I thought it would have been Rampy. It was Parker that must have got the ball before. McLean again? Really? Then he goes to Marty, who's the other ruckman I looked at. So all of them except Hickey. Why the hell did I get Hickey? And I don't get how I've moved down another 800 spots. So yeah, Hickey's 12 points, Rowbottom 29, Cunningham 22. Martin on 30 is okay, but unfortunately, it's just a few of my players are really costing me. So, and Amadi kicks the goal. So should have gone one of Amadi or McLean. So because Amadi's now on 41 points. Corey said it might have been the one she gave away the free, which didn't get counted as a tackle for Marinoff. Okay, yeah, that would have been why. So a minute and a half to go here. Nearly at half time. Martin at the tackle there. So Cunningham and Martin getting a couple of tackles here late to boost their scores up. It really is just bloody Hickey. And it's funny, Rampy tackle there. It's funny, every player's tackling except the ones I want. Like, I want Rowbottom tackling. He's just not tackling at the moment. Like 29, he should be on he should have had another 3-4 tackles. Like he should be tackling, but he just doesn't seem like he's interested in tackling much. Hewitt's got Cunningham. He's marked it good. Cunningham good, so he'll be lining up for goals. So Martin getting himself to 36, and Cunningham, this could potentially put him up to it'd be over 30 when after he takes the kick. So it really is just Rowbottom and Hickey now that are the ones costing me. And I thought Rowbottom good shout in the weather, but see if Cunningham can kick this goal. This is probably the last kick of the half or one of the last plays anyway. Good kick. Very good kick. Kick the goal and can't get another one. So they're up by 29 points. I don't know if that's a half time or if they're going back to the middle yet. But Cunningham is now up to 38, I think. So now it's big. It's actually pretty close in the draft last night because now I moved up 800 spots with just that Cunningham goal. So now I'm 16-6-1, so just outside the prize pool, which is pretty good considering we've got Hickey and Rowbottom really dragging us down because Cunningham and Martin are both in the mid-high 30s. Cottrell, Chera, and Sada over 50. Goulden's on 42. He's a bit disappointing now as well, actually. I thought Goulden would have had a better game. And then it's, Rampy's on 30, which is okay. It's just, Rowbottom, Hickey are the two that are costing us at the moment. But it's half time of the final. Alrighty, Roo. So am I still 16-6-1? No, 16-5-7 now. So Hickey must have got added a hit out. Huh. So we're up. So it's not awful. It's because like Cunningham, Martin would be ticks because they're on track for 70s. Cottrell tick, like big tick. Chera tick. Goulden is probably not good enough. 42 and I pay. He's top dollar. Rowbottom not doing well. Sard going very well. Rampy going okay, and Hickey. So it's actually Hickey, Goulden, and Rowbottom are probably the three now that are sort of really dragging us down because we're what? We're 75 points off of first, and we're 65 off of like the top sort of. We're actually about 50 odd points off the top 10. So we're still with a shot. It's just a few of these players need to really step up. Like Hickey's the one that has been really disappointing. He's only had the one handball and 12 hitouts. Like he's hardly got the ball. Just an update there. I don't know if that was for me. No. Like Rowbottom here. So only had the 2 tackles at 8 touches. Even Goulden's only had the 10 disposals. So he's been a bit quiet there. Everyone else is going okay, though. So hopefully they can pick up in the second half and we can hopefully make a charge in the back half. So, well, I'm just going to take a short break. I'll be back in a sec anyway, and we'll get to the chat. So if you've got any questions or anything like that, put them in the chat, and then when I get back, we'll go through anything you guys want to discuss. So we're back in a sec, guys. Give me 2 seconds. back. Just sort of give the throat a bit of a rest with the sore throat, which is really annoying, but yeah, anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. It's a bit hard when there's no chat and there's the half time, so not too much to talk about. So if anyone wants to chat about anything, put in the comments in the live chat. Be good to get some chat flowing through here and just talk. But yeah, so I want to sit here in silence. But yeah, whatever you guys want to chat about, feel free to put in the chat. So am I still? Let's see, any updates? Draft start doesn't look like it's still 16:57. So need about 150 odd spots to make up to get some into the cash areas. So I'm interested to see what my players scored for AFLW Fantasy in the game today. I haven't actually added the scores yet, which is surprising. I thought they might have added it already for the round for AFLW, but they haven't done it yet. Unless I'm looking back at. Yeah, no, it hasn't updated yet. So, because I'm interested to see where I'd be ranked. Hey, Marinoff, Kelly, and Bedell. That's all right. Corey, why did you choose Adelaide to support over Port? Funny enough, as a kid, I was originally Port. I always liked both. I was always used to tell myself I was always a true South Australian, going for trying to support the state. Parents split up. Mum has always been Crows, and I think Mum always said I was always a closet Crow. I always sort of tended to like the Crows players more, like Port players. I think it was just Treadray really, but then the Crows players I love like Rashudo, McLeod, Goodwin, Edwards, Thompson, all these players. So it's like when you look at that, it's like, well, you like more Crows players than Port. So maybe I was just, maybe as Mum said, I was always a closet Crow. So, oh no, just I just always probably tend to like more of the Crows players, I guess. Oh, we've gone up a little bit in the contest. We're up to 1471. Rowbottom got added to tackle, which is nice. So hopefully, well, actually, we just be. I think we're 14 spots outside of the cash spot at the moment. And I'm pretty sure it's top 1457, I think, from memory. So hopefully we can claw our way inside there. And then for the rapid fire one for the NRL, getting them all right except one. Rapid fire for this game tonight. Who did I go? So I went Cripps over Parker. That's not going well. I went Mills over Warner. That's not going well. Robot over Heaney. Mackay over McLean. And then Kocher over Fogarty. So failing at all those. Oh, actually, we're at 1442 now, actually. Must have moved up more. Who got another update? Someone must have got saying, or someone's been taken away because I'm up to 1442, which means I'm winning $9.75, which is not too bad. We spent 15, so I don't mind if we took a tiny haircut. But it's just it's bloody Hickey. Hickey's the only one. It's really costing us. So hopefully he can actually do something in the second half. Oh, we're actually having a look at the subscribers. We're up to 1291. So we've had 4 people subscribe to today. So appreciate the new subscribers. We're only 9 away now from 1,300. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. So we've had a fair few. Like I'm having a look here at just analytics here. We've had a lot of people look at the stream and come into the stream for a little bit, but then click out. So it'd be good to know what would keep people, I guess, around and maybe keep tuning in. Maybe people are expecting that I've got the game on the screen. That might be the thing, which I can't do because I'd get copyright claim for it. But we should be pretty close to starting the second half, I think. Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, just showing that. I was just watching that, showing that Maynard hit again. So he's been sent to the tribunal for that hit on Angus Brayshaw. It's a really interesting one, actually. I don't know where I sit on it because I see parts of it and I'm like, well, he turned his body to bump while he was midair, so he's going to get the weeks. But then when you look at it, he's sort of bracing for impact. It's a very, very tricky one. It's funny because one of those ones, it's not 1 or 2 weeks. It's either none or it's 3 weeks. It's one or the other. It can't be 1 or 2. So I don't actually know where I'd sit on um, what what I would sort of say is what he should be getting. It's very, very difficult. What do you guys think? You guys are watching. We've got a few people tuning in. Get involved in the chat. Be good to get some more chat going around here. But let me know what you guys think of the Maynard thing. Do you think he should be suspended? Do you think he shouldn't be? Do you think he should be getting 1 or 2? Should be getting 3 plus? What do you guys think? Let me know. Just having about a mint though. Hopefully it helps with the throat. See, normally I wouldn't have streamed tonight. I just wouldn't have worried about it with a sore throat. But I thought, why not? Let's go live for one. It's the final, so we're about to get underway for the second half. Let's see how Hickey and Rowbottom go. They're the two that I need to lift. Everyone else, though, is going okay. Actually, then who do I have in my GameDay Squad again? I had Sard, who's going very well. I had Newman, who's going pretty well. Lloyd is going okay. Yeah, Rampy's not going too well. Doc's going okay as well, going pretty well, and Chera's going pretty well. So, and Gordon is not amazing so far, but we know Gordon can go bananas at any point, and I would not have him in my side. So, and here we go, second half underway. Hickey tackle early. There you go. Hey, Max Boston's here. G'day, Max. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, not too bad, Max. Not too bad. Bit under the weather, bit sick. Of course, I caught it from someone from my work, which I'm very disappointed by because he probably shouldn't have been at work if he was unwell. And I knew as soon as he was sick, I'm like, what's the bet I'll get sick in the next 48 hours? And it took me not even 30 hours and I'm sick already. So hopefully it's just a throat thing and it goes away in the next couple of days. That's the hope anyway. But yeah, and chat's been a little bit quiet tonight as well, Max. Some of the regulars aren't here, and yeah, we had a few people sort of pop in and out. I think we've had well over a couple of hundred sort of people come in and out. We just haven't been able to keep many of them. Maybe that's something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. But I can actually see Hickey's. If you guys can see Hickey's name, it's at the bottom. So he's getting involved. Hopefully he keeps going. But but then he was just standing there, not doing anything. It's like, mate, get in for a tackle. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you do leave a like. It does help the channel out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn notifications on so you miss when I go live or anything. If you want to donate to the channel, I think top left corner, I think that's a QR code that works. I'm trying it out. I don't think it works. It's instead of doing a super chat, which I think YouTube normally get about half of the funds, I get more of. I think I'd get more of it if it went to PayPal. So it's there. I don't know if it works. It might not work. feel free to try it if you want to donate and help the channel out even extra. But don't feel like there's any need to. As long as you subscribe, that's the main thing. Oh, there's Gordon. Needs to get a little bit more involved. Good mark there by Melican. He'd be good. He'd be good pickup. I think he's going to be a Rampy there, +6. Good. He'll be a free agent, I think, at the end of the year. I think he hasn't signed to Sydney yet beyond this year. Here's Gordon again. He's got the handball. Oh, Henny went straight into Pitno then. Still down as well. Hopefully he's okay. I was holding his nose. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. He might have busted his nose open. Oh yeah, just tried to. It's nothing bad. He just tried to tackle Pitney and copped his shoulder, point of his shoulder, right on the nose. Come on, Hickey man. He just looked at him there, Jack Martin. Very fumbly, congested start to the quarter. Hickey again dropping an easy bloody. No, got lucky. But Jack Martin gave the free kick away though, which sucks. So Hickey handballs it. At least he's starting to actually score some points. Sard's going really well tonight. Glad I put him in my side. At least that shows that one of my calls did work. Max says, Friday night, people are always doing something. Looks like Carlton have this one in the bag. What do you... Hickey again, another handball? Hickey getting busy. What do you think about the whole McAdams thing with the Crows? I'm a bit surprised. I didn't think he was going to request a trade. I think that the Crows have been pretty good with him, picking him up as a mature age recruit. He obviously got spent at the start of the year, had to bite his time in the sandful, but came back in, forced his way back in. He stayed in the Crows side. So I'm a bit surprised he has requested a trade. Like he wants a 3-year deal. We've offered him a 2-year deal or something like that. So I'm a bit surprised that he did leave, but I actually didn't realise Mackay missed that one from 10 metres out. I must have been looking at the chat. That's shocking. He missed that from like 10 metres out. Got a few more people tuning in, which is good. Hopefully, if you want to make sure you stick around, be good to. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's so good. Errol Gordon is so good. He's unbelievable. That is an amazing goal. He's such a good player. He really is. So that gives Sydney a little bit of a sniff again. Back to 23 points. The game not over. Yeah, we've got a few people watching. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Bottom right-hand corner. We're 9 away from 1,300 subscribers. That was a goal I wanted to reach before the grand final. So we're on track if we can get 9 more people to subscribe. So even if you just subscribe and you don't come back to the channel again, it does help the channel out in terms of numbers and stuff like that. If you are enjoying the stream as well, make sure you do leave a like. It does help out. So we've got 10 people. So if we can get 10 people liking the stream on YouTube, that'd be fantastic. So make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I was about to say video then. Blunted Bitter said, hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Order on incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customers go to. Well, appreciate that message, mate. I'm not looking to sort of pay for anything with the channel at the moment. But But yeah, no, I appreciate you sort of putting the comment in, mate, and offering it. But yeah, not quite looking for any sort of paid stuff at the moment, but maybe down the track potentially when we grow more of a community around here, then potentially that could be something we look at. And McDonald is taking the mark. So McDonald lining up for goal. So this will be interesting to see. Puts this through back to 17 points. Sydney have started this quarter a lot better than what they were doing the first few quarters. Where are we at the contest? 1364. So now we're actually we're winning $30 at the moment, which is good. We're currently in the mix. So Hickey's up to 27 now, so he's doubled his score essentially in this quarter, which is quite funny about how poor he was early. Rampy just got the +6. Sard obviously going very well. Rowbottom hasn't touched it this quarter, which he's the one that needs to really get going because I picked him over a few other people and we're now back out because McDonald kicked the goal. So we're back out 1656. So it just shows it's very close tonight. Last night I was sort of in the top few for a fair while. So we need Martin to probably get going again. Rowbottom's the one, so it's Rowbottom and Hickey, but Hickey started to perform better. So hopefully he continues and we can go okay. But yeah, that's the focus. And then obviously with my game day squad, having Sard, Newman, and Doherty all going pretty well is very, very helpful. With Sard being the top scorer of the game, actually. So good. It was sort of. I'm glad I put him in the side in the end. So I think I just saw Hickey get another hit out there, which is good. So Hickey's starting to get going. And Goulden in the CBAs. I've always said Goulden should be playing a lot more in the CBAs than what he does. McDonald. Another one for Sydney. Wow. Here we go. Now we've got a game. Carlton have just conceded 3 goals in the space of about 3 minutes. McDonald's kicked a couple of them, and it's now back to 11 points. What a game again. What's McDonald on now? 34. So he's not the one that's with the big sort of moves and whatever. So we're just outside the cash bit now, but we're right in the mix. And with rapid fire and draft stars for the NRL, I'm nearly got all 5 correct. The only one I got wrong, he's only 0.5 points, but half a point behind. So hopefully he gets close. You only win $1, so it's not a big deal, but Hickey again. Oh, he's just giving away the free kick. Just when he starts actually going half decent, he gives a free kick away, you idiot. I really was getting hopeful he was starting to really get going, and then he gives a free kick away. So that'll put me down a fair bit again. I'll probably go right back down. Actually, only lost about 100 spots. So I thought that might have been a bit worse than what it was. But I think it shows maybe a lot of people got Hickey. So maybe Hickey's not the problem. And funny enough, I was saying about Goulden. Goulden's had a big third quarter so far. Only been 7 minutes, but he's already had, 20 points? Or 18 points maybe. So he's had a good start to the quarter. He's nearly the top scoring player for the game now. And Sydney getting a few more of these players over 50. So we were talking about before how Carlton had a lot more of the high scoring players, but now it's a lot closer. So Mills free kick. Short to Hickey. So Hickey gets a mark +5, which is good. So we're still getting a fair few people tuning into the stream overall. It's just I've just got to probably figure out how to keep people when they sort of first tune in, sort of capture the attention straight away. Rowbottom just went up to 40 points. Well, so actually, funny enough, we're actually starting to move. Jack Martin marking it, and Martin was the other one that I was starting to go down a little bit. Where is Nick Martin? Oh, no, so not Nick Martin. What was I saying? Nick Martin. Jack Martin, sorry. He was down at 29. Okay, that might have been why I was actually falling a fair bit in the rankings. And he's kicked it. Beautiful. Jack Martin kicks it. Very handy there. Can't get that little bit, that buffer again. So they're up by 17 points again. And Draft Stars, where are we now? So we're winning 34 cents at the moment. So we must be right on the cusp. Yes, so fine. Everyone's over 30 now, which is good. So Rowbottom is now ticked over 40. So now it's Rampy, Hickey, and Cunningham are the three lowest scorers. We've got a pretty reasonable lineup. So I feel like everyone's starting to get more involved in my lineup. So we actually made a big jump up then. We're actually now in the top 1,000. We're up to 997 with that Nick Martin goal. The rankings are just updating. So I'm less than 50 points away from the top 10. I see Jesse Way there, who's, as we said before, was top in AFL Fantasy a few earlier in the year, and he jumped on our AFL Fantasy Fanatics pod. But 997, we're going okay, which is good. I thought it was we weren't looking too good earlier, but we're starting to get those points back and make a move. Cottrell going to take the free kick, so which is good. Another one of the players I've got. Get a row bottom. And Cunningham just kicking blindly down the line. I was going to say Cottrell being held without. I thought he might have got the free kick there. Cottrell's been very, very good tonight. I've been very impressed with his game on a wing. Actually, Chera's probably the one that's got to pick up as. I just said Chera's got to be the one that's got to pick up, and then he kicks a goal. So good. That's another one of my players. There's been a fair few of my players that kick goals tonight. I'm down 300 spots, but I imagine with Chera kicking that goal that I'd rise up again. But yeah, Chera's up to near 60 now. Rowbottom's still on, so we're 831st now. So Sard going very well. Rowbottom's starting to get a little bit more of it, but still want him to get more. Chera 59, which is good. Goulden 62. Cottrell 66, which is great. As I said, Sard 66 as well. Cunningham 38. Martin 41. So if the forwards can continue to score, if Chera can start getting busy, same with Goulden. If Goulden can continue his good quarter, and then if Hickey and Rampy can start getting busy in Rowbottom, then we could be on for a good one here. Chera again with the clearance. Cottrell tackle there. Free kick against Goulden, but it's going to Chera, so benefits me in one way, but hurts me in the other. Well, Goulden might, no. Melican's he's hit something. Who's got the mark there? That's 50. So where are we up to now with that? So currently says I'm 904th overall. See, Goulden's now again the one that's hasn't had a very. We know he's had a good quarter, but he had a quiet first quarter. So, we've got to be careful there. That's where people do their hamstrings. Just a couple of players, and see now we're down to 4 people watching again. we're starting to actually increase numbers, and then people sort of left. So I don't know. If anyone's got suggestions on how to make the stream better, that'd be any suggestions would be greatly appreciated, because I'd like to be able to capture people and for them to stay around so we can start building a watch-along community, because we're starting to build one throughout the year with the AFL fantasy guys, or everyone jumping on chatting fantasy throughout the game, and that was starting to get good. But obviously, then we had a few weeks off. Obviously, me going to Perth and whatever, and then back for the finals and stuff, which I thought might have increased in terms of people watching, but sort of I don't know, something's not clicking at the moment. So, if anyone's got any suggestions on what they'd like to see, then let me know. McLean again. It's had a very good night, McLean. Haywood. I'm pretty sure if he switches, it's Gordon. McLean again. Far out. Stop, McLean, man. Campbell. Touched, I think. I think it's touched that. So now we're up to 1250 again. We've dropped 300 spots. I don't get how we can drop 300 spots so quickly. It must be really, really close. The rankings and stuff, but yeah, he touched that. Yep, you can see it deviate, so that'll be a touch. But again, every time I see a review, I get angry because I'm like, they should have reviewed the Crows one, and then Crows will be playing tonight. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, start with a kick in. Actually, if anyone watching knows, does anyone know why every time Sard kicks the ball, they all the crowd goes like, "Whoo!" Like, is there a reason for that? Because I've always wondered when Carlton played Adelaide in Gather Round earlier this year. I was wondering what it was, and even well, I haven't heard it tonight, but even in other games I've heard it, and I'm like, I don't actually know why they do it. So if anyone knows why they do it, any Carlton fans watching, let me know, because I'd be intrigued to see why they do that. Marchbank's been quite busy tonight. He's on 58 now. I swear every ruckman is getting involved except Hickey. Gee, Cripps was a bit stiff not to get. Oh no, he did. I was going to say Cripps. I thought should have got hold of the ball there. So now it's getting a bit nervous for me now. Now I'm actually out of the cash bit again. I'm now 1660. Just seeing, so Jesse Way's got 3 lineups there, 4 lineups inside the top 30. Wow, he's got a lot of lineups. So having a look here, Jesse in the top 100. Jesse Way's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got 12 lineups in the top 100. One of them's winning 2,650. The other one's 1,500. Part of me's just like, it's good for people that enter and they win all that cash. Part of me's just like, I feel like draft day should be limited to 1 entry per person. I feel like the amount of people that put multiple entries in, it sort of dilutes. It makes it just so much harder for the casual people like myself to like actually get anything from it. That's just my personal preference. Most games for Carlton for playing in a final. Yeah, Cripps is number 1, Wienering 2, Doherty 3. 3 of the current players, just showing how much it had been since Carlton have last played in the final. So good on Cripper. He deserved to play in the final. Hickey with the hit out, and I think Robot I'm going to handball. So more of that, please. Hickey handball again. That's free kick to McLean. No. Cottrell spoiled away by Jake Lloyd. Yeah, Cottrell's had a very, very good game. Where am I at now? Wow, I'm starting to slide now. We're having a good run. I'm now at 1946. So, yeah, a lot of my players have started to really sort of slow up. Like Jack Martin and David Cunningham haven't scored much for a while. Gordon hasn't done too much outside of having a pretty good first half of the quarter. Rowbottom has been very average, only on 42. And all the other guys are going a lot better than him. Sard has been going well. He's just trucking along nicely. Rampy hasn't touched this quarter, I don't think. And then Hickey's obviously doing crap. And bloody McLean just keeps racking up. I'm now 2,613. So, yeah, I reckon I'm cooked now. Yeah, I reckon I'm out of contention, I think, now. McLean missed that then. That was a pretty easy shot as well. Corey, I'm in a tipping comp. I'm in a tipping comp. I'm in for finals. I tip for tonight. Can't by 21 to 25 for margin range. First goal scorer Mackay. Most goals Kerno and Goulden. Most disposals not great so far. Yeah, Goulden's had a very quiet game. I thought he would have been a lot more involved than what he has been. And Hayward kicks the goal there, so Sydney get that goal back. Newman coming off. Look, you get knock on the head. Yeah, Newman coming off. Not sure if there's any blood or anything like that. Oh, it was no. I think there is. Is that blood on his hand? Corey, just get a good lineup for the Brisbane and Port game. You'll be good for fantasy potentially. Yeah, well, this one there was a lot of options, and wasn't really always selling my line, but I was pretty happy with it in the end. Yeah, so what happened here? Oh, yeah. So he tried to tackle Park. Park went to sort of brace for impact and sort of caught Newman high. So. Buddy Papley always loses it every time he or someone else in his team kicks a goal. Absolutely hilarious. There's Cunningham. Can he get rid of it? No, he dropped it. Lucky not to get pinged on the ball. I like how 3 of my players were there and only 5 players are there and I had 3 of them and only one of them touched it, which is Cunningham. So 4 minutes to go. Sydney, it's only 21 points. So if Sydney can snag another goal in the last few minutes here to get it back to under 20 points, could make for a very interesting final quarter. Here's Cottrell again, who's been, Doherty, sorry. Doherty's been everywhere tonight. Doherty again. Doherty racking up at the moment. Hickey's taken the mark. So, hey, Hickey did something. There you go. Robert, see, now it's got to a point where Hickey's just doing okay, or what I guess you need him to do. Whereas you look at bloody Rowbottom's a real disappointing one. 42 points in a final where his game is built on tackling contested ball. And you think that he'd be suited for games like this, and it's just not working. See, now I'm looking, every player I don't have is getting the ball. Rampy mark, so at least Rampy's got it there. So Rampy short Heaney. I haven't seen Heaney for a while. Now I think that's Wicks. Not a great kick though. Sorry, Doherty's now really starting to get motoring on. Oh, is that McLean going back with the flight there? Kai looks in a lot of discomfort on the ground there. Don't know what's happened with him. Looks in a bad way, Mackay there on the ground. Rampy intercepting. Hickey again getting his hands to it. Should have taken a mark. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's going to result in a Sydney goal anyway. Parker kicks it. So right back in it. Mackay, something's happened with Mackay. I don't know what's happened. He looks in a bit of a bad way on the ground. I reckon he's knocked. I reckon he's concussed. I reckon. Yeah, Mackay's. Yeah, he's concussed. I reckon he can't stand straight. He's got two trainers helping him off. Doesn't look good at all. I want to see what happened. He must have got a pretty big knot. He looks. Yeah, he doesn't know where he is. Is it? Doesn't really look like. I don't exactly know what's happened because he looks groggy as anything, but he didn't get hit in the head. I'm bemused by that one. I actually don't know what's happened to him. Like, he's got hit in like the chest or the sternum area, but it didn't look like it was like anything head related. But he looks really groggy. Free kick against Jack Martin again. Goulden actually. Oh, Goulden, seriously, you idiot! Why are you playing on there? Doesn't make many mistakes, but that one was a bad one. He would have been. He's now down to 56. He would have been on 65 if he actually got rid of it. Yeah, I'm cooked in draft stars. There's just way too many players that I've got that just have not done what they need to. Like Sard's done very, very well. Very happy with the Sard pick. See, Wiedering actually is probably starting to get. Where is Wiedering? Actually, no. Maybe he's a fair way down. Carlton takes a good mark there. Only 10 seconds to go, so the signal is about to sound. So Goulden taking a late mark there to get those points back, but unfortunately, I reckon I'm a bit cooked in draft stars. I'm inside the top 3,000 still, but looking at the lineup, we've only got a couple players over 70. So I've got my lineup. I've got Sard 78, which is great. Rampy 44, which isn't very good, but you sort of pick a few value players. You're not going to get everyone to score well. Midfield of Cottrell 78, which is great, but it's not very good when your cheapest midfield player is the one outscoring everyone. So Chera 72 has had a pretty quiet last couple of quarters, and Gordon 62, who had a good start to that quarter, but really didn't get much going in that sort of back bit of the quarter. Rowbottom 42, which is disgusting. Not very good at all. Cunningham 41, Jack Martin 38. They were going okay, but they had a very quiet quarter there, so didn't get much involved. And then Hickey 46. Hickey had a good quarter, so at least that's something. But still disappointing that I thought I was going okay, but then we were inside. We're in the money area for a fair while there. We're still not out of it, but we got to have a good last quarter to really get close, unfortunately. But at least I've got Doherty, Sard, Chera in my GameDay squad, so that's a good thing. Gordon, who's obviously not doing amazing, and then Rampy 44. So not too great, unfortunately. Actually, it looks like GameDay Squad earns footy fantasy updated for points wise. So whereabouts are we looking? So Bedell 48, which isn't great. Marinoff 165. Neve Kelly 108. Good start. Is the rankings updated? Oh, yeah, so it would have gone up a few spots. About to start the final quarter as well. All right. About to get the final quarter of the game underway. All right, here we go. Final quarter. Let's go. Let's see if we can get anything out of the game in terms of returns on draft stars. Be very interesting. Gordon, the first sort of clearance. It's a bit stiff to give a free kick there. Happy takes them up there. We've really gone down in viewers wise. Wow. I thought if people that are watching, please let me know what you guys would like to see. I'd like to see people stay around. I want to keep the chat going because when there's not much chat going, it's stream for 3 hours. It gets a bit harder when you don't have too much chat to go on. So yeah, if there's something to keep people around, I'd love to know. So a lot of people tune in tonight. It's just people just haven't stuck around. So I'm not actually sure. I don't know. Hey, we still had a fair few people tuning in. Just people haven't quite haven't been able to build so far in the first 2 games of the finals. Been able to get that group a group of people to stick around and keep the chat going. Got the regulars that stick around, which is obviously appreciate all the regulars that tune in. But it'd be good to keep building a community. Like I see how for example United Stand how they're so good. They've got millions of followers. They get 10,000 plus people tuning in on a watch along. Again, I'm not expecting 10,000 people, but even 30, 40, 50 people on a watch along would be great. But when there's less than 10 for majority of the stream, it does get hard as a streamer here trying to stream. There's not really anyone sticking around. Passport Bro says, can Heaney win it off his boot? Potentially. I know that I think it was David King was saying, and I would probably agree with him in a way as well, saying that he's a good player, not a great player, because he hasn't been able to stand up in the big games. So if he can stand up in a game like this, where Sydney are down by 14 points, that Carlton have controlled the majority of the game, but Sydney is starting to get into the game a bit more. If he can somehow kick a couple of goals, then potentially. So, but Cripps is lining up here for goal to potentially put Carlton up by 20 points. He's hooked it to the left, so he missed that one. Yeah, draft stars, we're cooked, I reckon. 3,261. We were looking really good there for a while. We were in the top couple of thousand for a fair while, looking like we potentially could get a return on the game. But unfortunately, it's just been this last sort of 20, 30 minutes of the game that my players just really haven't shown up. Like Cottrell's done well still. Chera's doing his thing. Goulden's had a good start to this quarter as well. Sard's doing well. It's just been Hickey, Rampy, Rowbottom, and even Martin and Cunningham. And that's way too many people in a draft stars lineup to really be carrying. I've been happy with the Sard pick though. That's been one. He kicked straight. Like McLean's the one I really should have gone. He's currently on 87 points. He's been the one that's really gotten away from me in this game that I probably should have picked. Goulden here. So, yeah, if I went McLean, we'd be having a lot better night, that's for sure. Cunningham to Chera. Good. I need more of passing to my players. Cripps. Much not being able to take the mark there. Hick, let's go. Oh, you got to pay that the mark, don't you? Seriously? Oh, Carlton stuffed that up big time. Parker kicked the goal. Probably never really should have gotten an opportunity there. Passport Bro, Carlton up by 20. Dear oh dear. No, they're not. Not quite. Well, you missed it. So it's now it's back to 9 points with Sydney kicking that goal. So right, and got a few extra people tuning in as well. It's been a low night for numbers. I think Friday night's probably got a little bit to do with the low numbers tonight. But yeah, hopefully if you're new around here, please stick around. We're doing watch-alongs for all the finals games. We're talking Draft Stars, GameDay Squad. GameDay Squad are partnering the streams as well. So if you haven't signed up to GameDay Squad, make sure you do it, gamedaysquad.com.au. It's free to join. And hey, you can win prizes. Like, yeah, do it for free. You might get prizes. Why not? If there's a chance you could potentially get a prize, we're all watching, we're all footy fans here. So why not? You've got it for AFL, AFLW, and for NRL. So you get 30 free players to start your side. You get 3 players for each of the formats each week if you log in on Monday. You can log in before. If you log in before from Monday to the start of the round, log in any of those days. So it's normally Monday to Friday. You get your 3 free players. So you can earn easily like 60, 70 players over a year. Plus you get your starter packs. You can buy packs as well if you really want to. So make sure you do. There's the women's footy fantasy they're doing as well, which is obviously good fun. It's only just started, so you could still enter and still get good prizes. And even the finals just started. So make sure you get involved with Game Day Squad at gamedaysquad.com.au. Robbie Fox is on, so someone's been subbed out. Parker's gone forward, it looks like, as well. Who got subbed out for Sydney? Bloody phone's not loading. Come on, I want to see you get subbed out. Oh, bloody internet, seriously. Like, my stream's fine. It's just the bloody AFL app's being stupid. And of course, it's not loading with the bench. So I can't see who's been subbed out. Let's try again. I just want to see who's been subbed out for Sydney. It's not that hard for this stupid app to work. What's Chin Cotter on? Oh, he's not even on the screen, so he's not doing amazing. Amadi got subbed. Okay. Well, thank you, Corey. You're a lot quicker than the bloody app here. The bloody AFL app's bloody crapping itself at the moment. There you go, Bars. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate it, mate. It's bloody look at this phone. It's just been like this for a few minutes, just completely just crapping itself. I just want to see who got subbed out, and it just wouldn't load. Might have to get a new phone at some point anyway. I've had this for a number of years now. Battery's starting to really sort of wear down. My battery goes down like that, and it used to be like very long lasting. Now it's not. So Corey, I just went into footy info to get it done with the Supercoach chat. Oh, thank you, Corey. Appreciate it, mate. Marchbank, good mark there. Marchbank's been good tonight. That's a 74. He would have been a good pick. Does anyone know as well? Did Mackay get subbed out with concussion? Did he get subbed out with concussion? I don't know because he didn't get hit in the head, but he looked very, very groggy. So I don't know exactly. Over there, Cripps looks like he's a bit worse for wear there as well. Yeah, we're not looking good for draft stars. We're 3,500 now, far out. I really just haven't been able to get any consistency with the lineup tonight to just be able to like really rise up and stay high in the ranks. I thought I was going to actually get returned tonight because I thought I was inside the top 1,500 for a fair while, and I was in the $30 range for a fair while, but then I just dropped out, and it's just gone to crap. Like Chera, Cottrell, Goulden, Sard have been the ones holding this team well. It's been Rampy, Hickey, Rowbottom, Martin, and Cunningham, and Rowbottom has been the biggest disappointing one because I paid paid up for him because he's 12,000. He was a bit more expensive than a few other players, but he's just been so bad tonight. Just hasn't got near it. Goulden, good mark there. Lovely kick as well. Goulden again. Oh, so he got it. Has Goulden got it? Akers saying he touched it. I don't know if he did touch it or not. I can't tell if he's touched it or not. I don't reckon he has. I reckon he's missed that. There seems to be a gap between his hand and the ball. I can't tell. The ball doesn't deviate, and that's the key indicator. If someone's touched it, the ball deviates. If he's missed that, that's big because it means that Sydney are back to within 3 points. Has he kicked it? I think he's missed it. I think Gordon's kicked it, and I reckon Gordon that's his third goal. I think it's a goal. I'm giving it behind. I thought it looked like he missed it, but they've clearly said that it's not umpire's call. They've said that he kicked it behind, so they've seen something where it's touched. I couldn't see any touch there, so Sard, well done. Very well done. Not a great handball, though. Gordon intercept mark. Good mark there. 10 minutes to go. 8 points. Close game. That is a lovely kick. Mills should have gone back to Gordon. Oh, actually, no. Good handball. Gordon's starting to really get involved now. He's at a pretty big quarter. He's well up over 90 now. Hewitt just came on the ground. Gets the easy +6 there. Not a very good kick by Kerno there. Never have gone there. Tell you what, I'm partly looking good forward to when this game's over. Hasn't quite been the best stream tonight, unfortunately. Just the fact of being sick. Haven't had quite as many people in the stream as we normally have. So part of me wants this game to be over. We've got a big day tomorrow. Got streaming 2 games tomorrow. So see, why didn't Gordon just take the kick in? He should have just taken the kick in. He ran out of the sweat. I thought that would have been play on. Yeah, Gordon really starting to take over the game. That's the ton there. First play of the ton tonight. See the big last quarter. But see, for me, that's the difference. Gordon stood up in the last quarter to try and get Sydney right back into the game. And we were saying before about Heaney can win off his own, but Heaney's done nothing in this second half, especially. Like I remember he was on about 50 odd points really early in the game. He was a top scorer at one point. Now he's on 64. He's hardly touched it. Even Rowbottom there. Can't even get disposed away. He has been awful tonight. Bloody Rowbottom. I don't think I'm ever going to pick him in a game in a side that I do for draft stars again. I can't do this. He's bad. Like he was playing so well. Like it would have been probably 2 years ago, but since then he just hasn't been able to do anything really. Look, oh, that is so good by Gordon. Then that will go unnoticed by a lot of people. But he was right on the line, the behind line, and he got out of like 3 or 4 players, and somehow found a target 10 meters away from him. It was incredible. He's such a good player. I love Errol Gordon. He's so good. So 6.5 minutes to go. Can Sydney get back in the game? Or can Carlton get one here and steady? So Cam was at a decent game as well. Yeah, he's over 80 now as well. It's a bad kick by Campbell there. He had two. It was a 1-on-2 in favour of Carlton then, and he kicked it when he had Hickey for an easier option. Sard at the back takes the mark. He's been good tonight as well. Been very happy with Sard's game. All the Carlton fans very nervous. 5.5 minutes to go. %98 Tom on ground for Errol, says Sneeko. Wow. If there's anything else for me to love him even more, he's incredible footballer. Here we go. Jet Martin, handball over the top. Akers, goal. Can't get that little bit of breathing space. 14 points now with 5 minutes to go. The Carlton fans are going absolutely nuts. Sneaker observable thirst. Exactly right. Yep, Gordon shows that every time he plays. Yeah, draft stars 3,082. So yeah, the dream of any potential money back is gone. Again, Hickey, Rampy, Rowbottom, Martin are the main ones for the reason that I'm struggling. Because Gordon, Chera, Cottrell, Sard have all worked. So it's just unfortunately half my lineup's been good. The other half has been terrible. Corey, I want to start him in AFL Fantasy next year, Gordon, but not a mid only, maybe too expensive. Yeah, I think he will be. He'll be priced well over 110. And as a straight mid, he'll be a good pod pick. I just don't know if he can do it. If he was playing in every CBA, you definitely could. But I think the fact that he gets moved around a little bit is probably where you probably don't want to do it. Hang on, if Sydney get a goal here and Wicks, that's selfish. He had McInerney for a handball over and he would have run into an open goal. Instead, he shot for goal and missed it. Lloyd and free kick. Yeah, McInerney free kick. Oh, sit down, love. Really? Seriously? This bloody woman swearing like F-bombs galore at the free kick. It's a free kick every day of the week. He's held him. I want Carlton to win, but it was a hold. McInerney, he's missed it. It's bad, missed that one. Need to really kick that, need to score there. Interesting. The ball person telling Sard that that's the ball they're going to use. Don't really think it matters too much what ball is being used, but there you go. Rampy. What's Rampy on? Rampy 50. Yeah, that's a bad one. Him and Angus Brayshaw at the moment for GameDay Squad, the only two that have really struggled. Everyone else has done okay. Nearly there. 3.5 minutes to go. Kicky free, kick against. What a surprise. He's been bloody awful as well. In what looks like will be his final game. Because the Sydney losers are obviously out, so that's a terrible kick by Akers there. McLean again. Bloody hell, that was a bad miss by me. I should have picked him. Still 2.5 minutes to go. This game's still definitely up for grabs. The Sydney can kick goal here. That's a great mark by Blakey then. One hand. More often than not, that gets dropped and that's a boundary throw in. And then Carlton can continue to maybe make the clock go down again. Jack Martin, good mark there. So again, it's another low-scoring fantasy game. Plenty of people in the 80s and the 70s, but not many people above 90. Two minutes to go. Final 2 minutes. I wanted to take cleanly there. Good tackle there by Fogarty. Lovely kick by Goulden to switch the play to another great kick in Campbell. Probably Sydney's last chance here. And Jack Martin again back in defence to help take the intercept mark. So that's probably game, unless Sydney can get a quick turnover in the next. Hang on. Lloyd's got to hit a target here. It's got to be a mark. Got to hit a target, and he turns it over. That is a horrible kick. Why would you kick to a 2-on-1 against your player? Absolute brain fade by Lloyd then. Had options potentially deeper in the 50, and he goes to a 2-on-1 against Sydney. Here we go. Sydney trying for one last crack. This needs to be a mark. This needs to be a goal. Oh, McLean's got it. Oh. I really don't want to do extra time. I want to give my voice a rest. Could we get a draw? Could we get extra time? 25 seconds. $25 seconds to go. Can Carlton hold on, or can Sydney draw level? Sydney have not led at any point in this game. Carlton have been in front for 121 minutes. Yeah, McLean was definitely the pick, Corey. That's for sure. I don't know. I looked at him, and then I don't know why I didn't pick him. It's good for Carlton holding it up. They're nervous. 18 seconds to go. Curnow going back into defence. So Carlton need just holding it up. 14 seconds to go. And Chera, hit. Did he get it out? Doesn't look like it. Cunningham. Newman marks. And Carlton are going to win. Carlton have won. They've won their first final, and in their first final for over 10 years. And they get the job done. They're beating Sydney. And again, I would like to think that the Crows would have done all right tonight, but that's right. I'm supporting him tonight anyway by wearing the hoodie. How do we go at Draft Stars? Yeah, 2674. Not great. Not having McLean having Hickey instead cost me a lot. Sard great. Rampy 61, that's okay. Rowbottom 50, that's absolutely crap. Cottrell 86 is good. Chera 104, good. Goulden 106, good. Martin 51, Cunningham 51. The two forwards were okay. It's not really any other forwards that you'd have. I don't think. Was there? Was there any other? Maybe Fogarty 68. Kerno would have been too expensive. You wouldn't have been able to fit him in. Hayward got 70. Maybe you could have put him in instead. But yeah, the forward's not. It's not. That's not the issue. Issue for my GameDay squad. For my draft stars was Rowbottom and Hickey. If it wasn't Rowbottom, let's say if Rowbottom was, well, let's say it was Fogarty, right? Let's say it was Fogarty. He got a 68, and then you go Hickey up to McLean. All of a sudden, you're probably getting cash there. I think I was 658. I was down by 130 odd points. Yeah, I would have been top couple of hundred. So it was the McLean one that cost me, but there we go. All right, that's it for the watch along. Hasn't been the best one tonight. Feeling unwell and everything, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. Hopefully get more people in the stream tomorrow as well. But if you did enjoy the video stream, make sure you do leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're 9 away from 1,300. That's our goal before the end of the final series. So if you can help me reach that goal, we'd very much appreciate it. Turn notifications on so you just want to go live or uploading other content in the future. And all my social media links are in the description below. I'll be back tomorrow for the next final, which is St Kilda and GOS, and I believe that starts at 2:50 p.m. my time, so 3:20 Eastern. Make sure you guys tune in for that, and then we'll be doing that live, and then we'll be doing the other game after that as well. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So I'm out.